Okay, so on this example, it says suppose, bigger for you, suppose that f of x is a continuous function on the interval -3 to 1, with f of -3 is -2 and f of 1 is 2. Determine which choice best describes the following statement. And it gives us a bunch of information. I'm gonna show this one and then this other one, which looks almost the same, but there's one tiny word different, and I'll show you. You could be getting either one of these on this question. Now, all this might look like so much mumbo jumbo. What are they talking about? But let me clarify. So basically, what they're saying. Let's do a little graph thing, and I think it'll be clear. Look at what they're saying. They're saying f of -3 is -2. Remember, this is the x and this is the y, right? So back three. Let me just make this bigger. Skip one, two, three. So back one, two, three. Move this one, two, three, one, two, three. So anyway, so this is the point, back three, down two, which is right here, right? That's f of -3 is -2. It's the point back three, down two. And the other one is let's change the color. 1, 2, right? Over 1 up 2. It's right there. 1, 2. It's f of 1 is 2. Remember, it's an x value in the parentheses, and what it equals is a y value. So, okay, so what? So they're saying this function goes from down here to up there. And it's a continuous function in that zone between -3 and +1 in this whole region here. It's continuous. What does continuous mean? Continuous means you can't pick up your pen, right? You do not pick up your pen when tracing the function, and tracing the graph. So, in other words, you can't go like this and go, whoop, I'm going to jump over the x-axis. You can't do that. It's continuous. I mean, it has to continue. So somehow it has to go from down here to up there. So, and it's continuous, which means what? It's got to cross the x-axis somewhere. It might do it over here. It might do it right up there. Whatever. It might do it 27 times. Whatever. It's got to cross the x-axis. No way it can go whoop and skip over the x-axis. Not if it's continuous. Continuous means you don't pick up your pen. So if that's the case, it does it equal zero. Remember, f of x is y. This is saying y is zero. A lot of this is just getting the language down. Y must be zero. Right here, y is zero. F of x. F of x is the same as y. Remember, function values are y values. F of x, g of x, that's the same as y. They're saying y's got to be zero somewhere on that interval. Is that true? Yeah, for sure that's true. Because it's a continuous function. Okay, that's called, by the way, the intermediate value theorem. I mean, it's obvious, right? It says, hey, if you have a continuous function and it goes, between two spots, it's got to cover all the values in between, all the intermediate values, right? If it goes from down here at what, -2 to up here at +2, from x is -3 on the left to x is +1 on the right, it's got to cover all the heights in between. You can't skip. You can't go here and then just jump up to there. Not if it's continuous. So yeah, that's true. Excuse me. All right, let me look at another version. Now, this is saying the same exact thing. If you do the graph, blah, 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 and you go here and you go, I'll just do all the same stuff. See what they're saying. This is 5, -10. I'll just do it quick. I'll just put it here, whatever. Over 5, down 10. This is the point. Here, I'll change the color if that helps. 9. This is going to be slightly different. You might have this version. 9, 10. Oh, I guess should run my graph over further, huh? So it's over 9, up 10. Okay, so I'll just say it's over here somewhere, whatever. Over 9, but it's up 10, right? Okay, so that means from 5 to 9, right? From x value on the x-axis It's gotta, it's gotta go, like that. Does it? No, they just said function. They did not say continuous. So that's an important word. It's a super important word. They didn't say continuous. So what? So that means this function could skip. He could say, I'm going to go whoop, and then I'm going to go to like an open dot there, and my solid dot's going to jump up there. He could do that. He's not, they never said he's got to be continuous. So you can just go whoop up to here and pick up your pen. So then does it have to hit zero? Not necessarily. It could skip over a height of zero, couldn't it? So that's why the answer is sometimes true, sometimes false. Like it could hit zero. Like we can't say for sure it's false. No way it's hitting zero. It might not. It's just, we don't know. They never said it's continuous. Sometimes true, sometimes false. It's going to hit zero in that interval between 5 and 9. Maybe, maybe not. Whereas on this one, they said continuous function. So that's the big deal. The intermediate value theorem only is true for a continuous function. Only if it's continuous do you have to hit all the intermediate values in between. Can't skip any. So that's the point of that question.